What's up everybody, my name is JMac and welcome back to X-Calibur Gaming Channel. This is part 3 of my Year 7 Beyond Light wish list. Let's get into it. First, same disclaimer I've been putting out there, this is just my opinions, things I agree with, you know, things from the community members, my friends, you know, we've talked about and had long nights of conversation, basic opinion. Today's wish list topic is trials, competitive PvP, Iron Banner, that sort of thing. So let's just jump right into trials. It's kind of a hot topic. I know everybody has their own opinions and things about get good or whatever. So I'm just gonna run through my list real quick and tell you what I want to see. First, I think it could go a long way if we had max win lockouts. And this is a big one. This could help the community have a chance to go to the lighthouse. I see too many people have thousands of wins on a flawless card. And I'm just like, why is that? Why is that needed? Trials should be for everybody. Right now it's not, in my opinion, and power level matters. Again, this is kind of silly and just locks out people of the event, especially the weekend warriors, right? Like, I gotta get power level and grind to that, but maybe I only play Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday afternoon, and you're really locking out the weekend warrior. They got a power grind and can only do this event within that time, on top of going against everybody that just has thousands and thousands of wins on their trials card, the flawless. Like, after you get, say max cap was at 3 wins per character, and they can go get their 9 wins and then get them out of there, get that account out of there. Like, how much do you need to get? Like, why do you need to go that extra mile and do that much trials? Like, you can only get so much out of it. Like, how many times out of thousands or 2,000 flawless runs haven't you got the guns by now? Like, what? Like, there's no way you haven't got the role you wanted. You know what I mean? There's no way. You have to prove it to me. Otherwise, there's no other way to change my mind outside of this. It's locking it behind too many sweaties and hardcores, and it doesn't feel like it's for everybody, and it really should. And it's created this trials, carry, and recoveries for money business in LFG, and that's just BS to me. That's like that's nonsense. Like, is it Bungie's? Is this what they want? Is that their goal, to make more pay to play? But they're not making the money from it. They're not benefiting from it. They're not profiting from account recoveries and other people paying to get to the lighthouse. Like, I go pay a stranger or let them have my account information. I don't think Bungie really would want that. They're sharing account information. That sounds like a security risk, A, and then, but B, it's like they're not profiting from account recoveries from other people, are they? No. I mean, if anybody's profiting, it's Twitch and YouTube and any other streaming platform that's taking some of the money from these streamers and these guys doing the carries and whatever. Or if they're not even doing that and they have their own third-party website, trust me, there's plenty of recovery and carry third-party websites that, $20 for the lighthouse, like, and that's probably easy for them. They just say, yeah, just give me your account information, and they have 3 sweaties and they just go knock it out. And then me as a weekend warrior, where I'm like, how much money do I have to put in to get a silly gun? Like, and maybe silly is the wrong word, but like, why do I have to pay another person to do that just because that's all they do all day? Like, you're really good at it. And we can go into that a ton, just overall account recoveries and carries. Like, for money, we got to get that crap out of here. It's killing LFG and all that. That's probably for another topic later on in the wish list. But continuing on, I want to talk about competitive PvP, and and Trials being competitive PvP, I think is misplaced. I don't think it should be, because power level matters there, and the Weekend Warrior has to power grind on his couple days he gets to play, or a couple hours, and then try to go into that. It's just like, get the artifact off of that, and that's not competitive anymore. That's not showing skill, that's showing who has the more time to grind for the pinnacle stuff and get it done. So I'd like to see, make a comp, a playlist that is skill-based matchmaking and has its own rewards that are only good for that game mode. So if it's a certain auto rifle, it needs to do more damage when inside competitive survival. It needs to do this, or that. It needs to heal, you know, maybe a fusion rifle, if you get a multi-kill, heals your allies in comp. Like something like that, so that can't translate to other game modes, and then it's all skill-based earned, and then all skill-based used. It should not be just going into Trials and like, oh, I got 2,000 flawless carries, what's up? And then you're just stomping kids, and you're stomping other people, and stomping dads and Weekend Warriors. Like, Trials is gross. I played it for like 2 days and gave up. It's not fun. There's a lot of cheating, and even not running into a lot of cheating, it's still just beyond a lot of people's level, and it's not fun. And that should be more. I feel like Trials is more of a story engaging Crucible thing that should be just maybe a tick more competitive than regular match play. But I'm telling you guys, it's too much for the Weekend Warriors. And you know, if Bungie's really trying to make them do that, then that's fine. But again, I think we can just move that over into a competitive game mode all its own, and separate that stuff out, especially because Trials being a weekend event. You know, why can't comp be all the time? It would just comp mode all the time. It's something anybody can go in Monday through Sunday, you know, at all hours of the week, and then they can have their emblems in there where they show off their ridiculous comp KD, the ridiculous comp amount of wins, because that's what they do all day. And that's fine, that's awesome, that's the way you want to play. I'm all good for that. But we gotta lock out those other game modes where power matters, and where you lock stuff behind walls. In other parts of the game, you have to go do Trials to finish your Solstice set, but you can't even get like 2 wins in there because there's people doing account recovers all day long, and then you just created this other business on the side for people, and it's just unnecessary, and it's gross. I hate it. It's such a turn off to the game, and it needs to go away. They need to stop doing that, or put a limit on that, period. Make their own game mode, and I think that would solve the problem. If there was their own comp, it would solve all these problems, and do a lockout on the wins for the Trials, and then put them in, and then they can go play their own comp. After they get their wins, they can play their own comp. Yes, they might still be able to do their account recoveries, but I think the carries versus the recoveries, people are more likely to just get carried than recover and give up their information. So that would, you know, ease that pain point. And even them, they can't just continually get carried in recovery and go play those. And then, you know, I think that percentage would come way down of the amount of people that just play that all day just to crap on people. And they want to go do that, go actually do some competition. Like, it's like a pro football player going to play Pee-wee football. Like, why would that be fun? Like, you're just a jerk at that point to me. And like the last thing, so we can wrap this up, and the video is not 40 minutes long, is they really need a better anti-cheat or suspension to deter these lowlifes. I don't know how else to say it. Like, you're terrible if you're cheating at a video game and it gives you satisfaction to cheat and win. I don't understand it. Like, you're not getting anything out of it but maybe a emblem on a video game. Like, how is that? What you got to have more passion for something else in your life than a dang emblem, and to cheat for it on top of it. Like, come on, guys. Like, is that really fun? Like, oh, look what I can do. I can fly around the map with a Polaris. No, it's not cool. It's dumb. And, you know, maybe the move to PC, and I know it's just PC cheaters across like a lot of platforms has grown, or has just shed more light on it because maybe more content creators and stuff have been talking about it. But there's also a ton of websites now that are promoting it, and again, there's a third-party business that is profiting from Bungie's lack of control or just the reporting system. And maybe they just don't have the resources to do it now with the Activision split. I could understand that, but they won't admit it. They won't say anything like that, and that's, you know, that's pretty terrible. And I gotta tell you, there's nothing worse than getting to a 5-6 win, going for your first flawless, or, you know, really sweating it out in trials, and then losing to somebody hacking. You know, somehow they're like forever floating around the map. I've seen some weird ones. There was like Prometheus lens. They were just constant. They didn't run out of ammo, and somehow the Prometheus lens was like levitating them around the map and just lasering everybody. It was nuts. And it was just like, what if me, Weekend Warrior, doing that? I run into that. I'm probably gonna rage quit and just shut off my machine, or just delete the game. Like, it's it's not worth it anymore. And how am I gonna justify spending another $60 for Beyond Light if I'm going to run into this in a game mode I want to partake in? But I think we'll stop there. Rant's over. Try not to make it too much of a hate video. More or less, just, you know, I really, Crucible's in a weird spot, and, you know, Trials needs to get away from these third-party companies. You know, Bungie, you're not profiting from it. You're not doing anything from it, and you're just letting it kind of go by the wayside, and you don't give a crap, and that's what it looks like. So, but anyway, thanks for stopping by for my part 3. We'll do part 4 next Wednesday. Please hit the sub button, thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. We're really trying to push over that 600 hurdle. We're almost there. Hit that bell so you know when we're going live, or hit notify when we drop these new videos. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and see you on the next one.